Hello, 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 hello. Nicola, hello, first comment today. Hello, my lovely. Hi, Lorna. Hi, Jacqueline, Dana, Rachel, Emma. Hi, Catherine, Jutta, Carol. I've lost it. Hi, Rachel, Sue, Wendy, Julie, Sophie, Angela, Lorna. Hello, 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 hello. How are we all? Welcome back. I know it's been way too long. I'm glad I'm back too, to be honest. Ooh, I can't actually see myself today. So yeah, I don't know what the camera angles are doing. So yeah, we'll just have to deal with that. I am definitely getting there, Jackie. Definitely. Well enough to be back, so that's all that matters. How am I feeling now? So I can't even remember what it was called. It is a type of. So I fell poorly with the sickness bug that was in my house, which everyone else sort of shifted after 48 hours. And then the sickness part of it stopped for me, but I sort of went into a really weak, dizzy phase, and the dizziness was there for like 4 or 5 days. And yeah, so I got diagnosed with, I can't remember what it's called, lubriitis or something. It's basically a type of vertigo. So I gave myself vertigo from being poorly. So I'm on medication for that. So that seems to be working. So that's the main thing. I've got a slight cold, but that's just, I think, because my body is obviously trying to recover and my immune system is not the best. But yeah, all okay. We're back. Little boy's hand, yes, labyrinthitis. That's the one. Quinn's hand is really good. It's not bandaged at all. It's just he has to cream it, so it's still healing. But yeah, it's really good. Thank you, Sue. I've moved into my Christmas wardrobe, so it's a slight Christmassy top. But yeah, love it. Okay. To do a wish on the tree. Oh, I love that. Right, so today the order list is closed. So if anybody would like to order, you will be booking in for Friday. So that's this Friday coming. The order list for today was posted earlier, and everybody who's got an order would have been emailed as well. Although let me just really quickly check somebody because I was waiting for them to get back to me on whether it was tonight or not. So sorry, bear with me. I just remembered about. Okay, yes, that person I believe is not tonight, which is fine. Okay, so let me come back to you. Oh yeah, no, we're absolutely fine to be here. So, tonight's oysters available are the mystery oysters and the surprise bag. So the surprise bag is a mix of all the other oysters, and the mystery oysters are of course our mystery oysters. Everything is still on the website with the stick or pick Christmas dip. Is that what it's called? I can't remember. Oh my god, how bad is that? And there'll be new bits coming out as well. Oh, and there is items back in stock in the back in stock section. There is new stock on the website. It went straight into the new in section. There's a lot of new Christmas cages as well. So yeah, definitely check out those. And there's a massive sale clearance section on the website. Like there's 40% off plus in the clearance section. So there's loads changed and going on the website. So it's worth having a little look if you're interested. Okay. And it comes with pearl. Can you sort? Depends what it is, Mandy. If you pop me an email over with the item and of course your request, I can let you know if it's doable or not. Right, so up first today is Kimberly Smith. Kimberly, are you here? I'm just going to mute you so I can blow my nose because I don't want a foghorn today. So bear with me just a moment. I think it doesn't help that the heating in here went off, so it's actually quite cold in here, and obviously when I'm cold my nose runs, so I think that's more what it is, to be honest. Kimberly, hello. Kimberly, my lovely, you have got 2 oyster openings this evening. What 2 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Let me mark that you are here. You're going to have to bear with me while I get back into the swing of things, although I've been dying to open an oyster, so I'm quite excited. My nose looks sore. To be honest, I haven't worn makeup in since whenever the last live was, so putting on makeup this evening it was very strange. So it might be that as well. And I didn't have any primer or moisturiser or anything, so I went straight onto my skin, so it's going to be, yeah, lovely. Thank you, Cassie. Anyway, are we all ready for Christmas? Are we getting there? One of each, donate the shells. Okay, so mystery bag. And then the surprise bag. Oh, smelly oysters. It's not that smelly. I did it on automatic sniff test, and that's the right thing to do, but it's such a automatic thing. Right, let's go down, Kimberly. So donating the shells, is there certain colours that you're hoping for? So let's start with the mystery oyster. I actually never open oysters with sleeves on, so these sleeves, they actually come all the way down, so I might end up rolling them up, but we'll see. So mystery oyster. And in here, there's a little bit of flesh on that side, but we can see there's no pearls there. Now I can see a darker peeper straight away. And there's no more in that one. No, I don't, Claire. So your first pearl is a 2-tonal pearl. No, we're opening with an oil slick. You've got an oil slick this evening. So an oil slick is a base silver, and it's got purple, green and blue overtones as you go around the pearl. Hoping you can see that there. Let me hold it up against the glove. Just going to see if I can get it focused quickly for you. So beautiful oil slick to start with, and then moving on to your oyster number 2. So this is the surprise oyster. There's one side and the other side, and you are twinning with darker pearls again here, Kimberly. There's no more in that one. Now these look slightly different sizes in themselves. It actually looks to me at first glance that one is a dark green and one is a dark bluey toned, but let me... No, it's a two-tonal. Oh wow. Okay, so this one here is base dark green. And this one is two-tonal green and blue. Can you see that? So let me put him against the... So he's got green and blue in him there. It's like a midnight blue and the forest green. Wow. Okay, Kimberly, what do you think to these? So you've got an oil slick, a dark green and a two-tonal green and blue. Now, if you're happy with these, I'll need to know which two you'd like on your jewellery. And if you're not happy, we can, of course, swap them for you. If I run them through the board. No, they wouldn't do, Jess. As long as, obviously, if you're opening them for Christmas, I'd say as long as they'll be open by the end of January, they should be okay. Just don't keep them in a warm place or next to a radiator or something like that. Keep them quite cool if you can, and then they'll be absolutely fine for you. Okay. Obviously, apart from their normal sort of smell, but not stinky. Sue, bless you. Thank you for the stars. Right, if I run these through the board, your oil slick is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Dark green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the two-tonal greeny blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. Can you keep the oil slick and the two-tonal and swap the other for a bright pink and have that on the lobster clip? Okay, so the two darker pearls you'd like to have on your jewellery and the bright pink on a lobster fitting. Is that correct? And if I grab you a pink here, you can let me know if this shade of pink is okay. Yeah. Okay, now let me know if those colours are okay. I'm just going to bring you back up while I write this down. If they're not okay, I can go back down. So we're going to have oil slick and two-tone green blue. And you'd like to be invoiced for pink on the lobster fitting. Perfect, perfect. Lisa, bless you. Thank you ever so much for the stars there. It's very, very kind of you. And it's good to be back as well. Right, Kimberly, your invoice for that will be will be sent to you tomorrow. It will go to the email address that's on the order form. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And I've popped that safe up there for you. I'll pop the email address in the comments for you, Mandy. info@pearlswillbrecken.com. Kimberly, you're very, very welcome. Okay. Oh, bless you, Jutta. And I hope you're feeling okay, Jutta, as well. Thank you, Lisa. I am definitely getting there. Right, up next today is Emma Favel. Emma, are you here? Hello. Excuse me, Emma, hello. I'm glad I'm back as well. Thank you, my lovely. Now, you've got a stick or pick sparkle dip. Now, I'm not going to lie, I did have to remind myself of the rules before I came on the live. It's so bad. Right, so stick or pick sparkle dip is we're going to pick an envelope out of here, and inside is a ready-made crystal charm. Okay, you then get to stick or pick. So if you're happy with the colour pearl that's with that crystal charm, you stick. Or if you'd like to pick, I pull one of the little bags out from in here, which would have different... Well, that one's only got 3. I'm going to take that out because they should have 4. There we go. 4 different pearls on that you would then have to choose from. Okay, so there's lots of combinations in there. So if we pick one of these first, and then we'll go from there, Emma. So it's literally, they're all compacted in. So I'm just going to dive from the middle because I think that's the best way to get them out. And let's go down. Excuse the state of my scalpel, it's just got sticky residue all over it. Okay, so in here you have got a pink crystal heart, and it's got a pink pearl on it as well. So these crystal hearts are the longer drop crystal hearts. They come in 3 colours, so this is the brighter pink of the colours that it comes in, and we've actually paired it with a brighter candy floss pink as well. There we go. So the crystal heart itself is a slightly darker pink than the candy floss pink, but only just slightly. Again, as the light changes and the shadows hit, the crystals do change in lighter and darker. So I'm just moving it around so you can see that. So I hope you're happy with the charm itself. Pearl wise, like I said, it's got a gorgeous brighter candy floss pink on. Would you like to stick and keep this one, or would you like to pick and go for a choice of 4 pearls? Stick with that one. Perfect. Let me bring you back up. So that one is yours then, my lovely. Let's pop him in here for you. Okay. So Emma, I hope then you'll be happy with that as well once everything arrives. And I've popped that up there for you. It is so yeah, that's the perfect combo. It is, but obviously some colours aren't everybody's cup of tea, which is why you've got that option. But because you don't know what pearls are going to be coming out of here, like literally if I just grab, so this one's red, silver, natural, rose gold, watermelon, black cherry, gunmetal grey, dove grey, coral, pink coral, blurple, rose gold. See what I mean? They're all different. Green, yellow, red, black. So yeah, all different. Excuse me. You're very, very welcome. And up next then today is... the next person on the order list, I'm going to pop to the side because I think they would like this on a different night. If, however, you are here, please shout out and I will add you in for today. So up next then would be Rachel Jones. Rachel, are you here? Laura, pop me an email over. Let me pop my email address in for you. And if I can repair it for you, then yeah, definitely I can repair it. It's not a problem. You can, if you send me a photo, if possible, and if you know the name of the pendant, then I can definitely have a look for you, okay? And Rachel, hello, hello, hello. Not a problem, Sarah. Rachel, you have got 11 openings today. Now I pre-counted these, so if I'm wrong, please let me know and I will I'll go through and count again. So I believe it's 11 openings, my lovely. If that's right, which 11 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Cindy, hello, I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Oh, we've gone blurry. Had that sorted it? Nope. We're just going to go down and then bring it back up again. Ta-da! There we go. Pop me over an email, Laura, and we'll see what we can do. Six mystery, 5 surprise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5. Let me just count those. 1, 2, 3, yep, 4, 5. Now what we're going to do is let's do the potential stinky ones first, and then I'll open up the mysteries after. So I'm going to open these up one by one though, just in case we do get a stinker. I don't want it sitting there while I have to get to it. Okay, so I'm going to pop them to the side and let's go down. Now, oh, what did we say about the shells? We can blame Jingle or Bell. They're playing naughty little tricks. Just scrolling back up to find your comment, my donate the shells. Perfect. So is there certain colours you're hoping for? Okay, so oyster number 1. I'm going to open them as we go. I hope that's okay. Oyster number 1. There's one side. And the other side. Straight away we can see in here, even the flesh has gone a little pink in this one. So there's no pearls on that side. It's just popped out as I've popped it down there. Excuse me. There's no more in that one. So we've got a brighter pink. Now I would not say this is, let me try that again. I would not say that this is a hot pink. It's more of a brighter pink. The hot pinks are oh my gosh, I can't talk. The hot pinks are slightly brighter, like a Barbie pink. Oh, and he's a two-tonal one. Almost like a galaxy section to him there. So brighter pink to start with. I'm actually, because you've got a few oysters, I'm going to start at this side so we've got lots of room for the rest of the petals. So there's one side. Oyster number 2. There's one side. And the other side. And in here, popped out beautifully, you've got a chocolate bronze. There's no more in that one. So let me pop your chocolate bronze in the sand. Mr. Camera. And moving on to the third oyster. Okay, so in here, you know what I wanted? I wanted to get one of those like 6-foot Santas to come in here, but I just don't have the room. I was kind of gutted when I talked myself out of it. Oh, wow. Okay, so in your third oyster, you are twinning. Now, these are definitely two-tonal blues, and they're two-tonal Smurf and Pepsi blues. Now, Smurf blues are extremely rare to come out. They don't come out often at all. So with them being two-tonal, they are lighter and brighter. But I'm going to say that they're definitely, oh, they're Galaxy as well. They're definitely a base Smurf blue. So there's number 1. Oh, this one's got a darker section to him as well there. And that's number 2. Look at those beautiful blues there. And then your fourth surprise oyster. And in here, there's one side and the other side. And you are twinning for a second time and twinning with coral pearls there. So let me pop these to the side. There are your coral pearls, so coral twins. And then the last of the surprise oysters. There's one side. Oh, runaway blue. You are twinning for a third time. And again, there's no more in that one. Now, these are lighter icy blues. One of them's definitely got some beautiful, brighter icy blue spots on them. So if I place them, actually, I'll show you going around the pearl. Okay, so this one here, can you see his little polka dot spots? If I put that down the front, and then does this one? This one's just slightly two-tonal with, I think, one or two spots, but mainly that lighter sort of sky icy blue colour. Okay, so from the surprise oysters, you've got a two-tonal pink, chocolate bronze, twinning smurf blues, twinning corals, and twinning icy blues. I'm actually just going to move all of these over so we've got room for the mystery oysters, and I will measure them all together at the end if that's okay with you. Okay, so moving on to your next oysters. And in here, quite a nice sharp pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And if we have a squidge in here, we've got a darker pearl to start with. A lot of flesh in that one, so having a good squidge around, a little bit muddy. There's no more in that one. Okay. He is a slightly mottled, darker gunmetal grey, so he's just got slightly lighter areas to him, but overall he's a base gunmetal grey there. Second mystery oyster. Nice deep double pop with that one. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. Ooh, another darker but brighter chocolate bronze compared to the first chocolate bronze that you had out there. There's no more in that one. I'm going to pop him straight in the sand for you. Again, I'm just going to show you this half, but I'll show you all your pearls at the end. Actually, if I zoom out, you can see the difference with the chocolate bronzes. So that one's nice, quite nice, brighter, bolder colour. Third mystery oyster now, Rachel. Quite a nice sharper pop there. And we've got another darker pearl down here by the looks of him. Now there's no more in that side. So if I show you him here, nestled right down the right hand corner, so if I pop him out, he looks possibly to be a darker green. I will have a closer look. Okay, so there's no more in that one. He is a dark forest green. Oh, hopefully you can see that green tone there. Moving on to your next oyster. quite a nice louder pop again. That's the good thing with mystery oysters at the moment. They've got quite a nice larger shell, and they give off quite a nice good pop from it. Oh, now there is a pearl. Oh, I was going to say there is a pearl on this side. So there's no pearls on that side, but the pearls sort of come out with the flesh here. So let's move that out there. And I can actually see in here, so you are twinning. First twin from your mystery oyster, but your fourth twin overall. Oh, sorry, there's no more in that one. So that dark bit there is just the oyster tail. So these are chocolate twins. Visually, one is definitely larger than the other. I think they will come up measuring differently as well. And I'm going to say the visually larger of the two is more of a chocolatey purple than just a chocolate on his own. So that's this one on this outer edge. It does have that sort of purple tone to him. Still 2 oysters to go, Rachel. So moving on to your next one. Quite a nice sharp pop there. And there's no more in that one. So if I have a squidge in here, darker pearl as well, all darker. Actually, you have had brighter ones, but from the mystery oysters, the darker pearls so far. Oh, bless you, Samantha. I'm fine, thank you. I hope you're well as well, my lovely. Okay, so there's no more in that one. So this darker pearl is, he looks again to be another darker green. So I'll pop that next to the first dark green. Visually smaller, but I do think that he does have that darker tone to him. And then moving on to your last oyster. Double pop there. And we've got another dark pearl. All darker pearls from the mystery oysters, and he's rolled straight out there. And there's no more in that one. Okay, and we've got a darker gunmetal grey. So I've just popped him towards the front there. So from the mystery oysters, you've got a mottled gunmetal grey and a brighter chocolate bronze, 2 dark forest greens, and then a dark gunmetal grey, twinning chocolate with one of them more of a chocolate purple as well. So overall, there we go. So I will go through and measure them. Now, Rachel, would you prefer to take screenshots and then email me your colour choices to which ones you'd like where? Or if you know now and you'd like to let me know now, that's absolutely fine, we can do it here. And of course with swaps as well, if you'd like to swap any, we can either swap them now, or you can take a screenshot and email me the swaps over. So it's completely up to you. If I start bringing this across, if I show you these ones first, in case you'd like to screenshot them. So you've got 2-tonal pink, the chocolate bronze, 2-tonal Smurf blue twins, coral twins, and 2-tonal pastel icy blue twins. And then you've got the mottled gunmetal grey, brighter chocolate bronze, twinning chocolates with the purple overtone, 2 forest greens, and a darker gunmetal grey. Okay, so if I start running them through the board, and you can let me know what you think, my lovely. So the pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5 as well. So Smurf Blue number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Smurf Blue number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Coral number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Coral number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Icy Blue number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Icy Blue number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8 as well. Moving on to the darker half, shall we say. Mottle's Gunmetal Grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Brighter Chocolate Bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Visually Smaller Twin is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. Chocolate Twin with the purple overtone is a visually larger, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. Okay, so he's an 8.5. They are measuring the same size. They definitely look like they're different sizes though. First Forest Green is a runaway, and he's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Second Forest Green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And then the darker Gunmetal Grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5 as well. What do you think to those, Rachel? Oh, swap the 2. Right, let me just move this out of the way so I can get to the pals. Swap the 2 lighter blues for reds or cherries for the earrings. Look at the reds. Oh, sorry, I get very excited. I've sorted more of pearls out, so we've got bright reds. For the earrings, swap the. I'm going to go back through to write it down, but I'll do the swaps first. Swap the pink for purple for amethyst. So with the purple amethyst, I would go with possibly one like this. I'm going to put them all down the front and then you can let me know yes or no in a second. Swap the darker chocolate bronze for a red for the chameleon. No, carnelian. What am I on? Chameleon. Green on llama, bright chocolate bronze on tiger, gunmetal and padlock. Okay, right, have a look here down at these ones. So I've swapped out darker chocolate bronze, twinning icy blues and the pink, and I've added in the 2 reds, or no, the 3 reds, and that is a lighter silvery grape purple for the amethyst. Now, if you prefer a different shade purple, but please let me know. It's just that's one that obviously I would personally go for, but that you may obviously is absolutely fine to pick a different one as well. Now I'm just going to start writing this down, so let me know if it's. So swap the 2 blues to reds for the earrings. Let me do the first half first. So red for the earrings, purple for the amethyst, red for the carnelian, red, green on the llama. So I'm just writing this down. Green on the llama. Where are we? Bright chocolate bronze on the tiger eye. I saw that a second ago. Gunmetal on the padlock. Happy with the purple. Okay. Just taking away the first swaps. Coral on the stalk, blue on the masquerade. Swap one of the chocolates for a purple on the sleepy. Do you know, I'll swap the visually smaller chocolate. Do you know what, again, I'm just going to go for a bright purple. However, I've gone for a brighter Cadbury purple. I'll pop it down the front again. If you prefer a different purple, let me know. So I've added in that purple there. So coral on the stalk. Coral on the stalk. Blue on the mask. Purple. And then that's all of them. Happy with purple? Perfect. So I'll take the smaller chocolate away as well. Okay, so let me just bring you back up again. I am actually going to individually bag these just so then it's all okay as well. So I'll read through it as I'm going. So the sleepy is the, let me write this down, Cadbury purple. The earrings, we've got those reds, which are beautiful. Tiger eye, you've got the chocolate bronze, the brighter of them. Amethyst, we've got that grape purple. The carnelian, you've got, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but you've got the red. Llama, we've got the forest green. Mask, we've got the blue. Stalk, we've got the coral. Padlock, we've got the gunmetal. Okay, and then I'll just show you. So these pearls are going to be your pearls, your loose pearls here. So you've got a blue, green, coral, mottled gunmetal, and the larger chocolate. Okay, just confirm that if that's all correct again for me, my lovely. If so, that's perfect. I just need to staple these on. I individually bag them because then when it comes to actually making the jewellery, the pearls are ready, like already separated. It means that there's not a chance that I'll get the wrong colour on the wrong item. So there's a method. And all these bags, you'll see they've all got holes and stuff in because I just take the staples out and reuse them. So it's not that I use it and throw it away. I reuse them all the time. Swap the gunmetal for a red, of course. Let's go back down. So the mottled gunmetal for a... I've gone for brighter reds every time you've asked for a red here. Of course, I've got different shades. It's just the brighter reds. Oh, at this time of year, they just catch my eyes so much. Like I actually want to make some jewellery, some red jewellery to wear with this green top. Because it's just, actually I've got my Christmas, the wording of Christmas necklace with my red pearl on. I might pop that on next time I wear this top. So just confirm if you're happy with that red there as well. Very happy in any red. Perfect. Oh, swap the... Oh, what did I miss? Joanne, bless you. Thank you for the stars. Swap the other chocolate for another purple and put that on a jump ring. Oh, so sorry. So the other chocolate, let's go back down so you can see. So the chocolatey purple, you'd like to swap for... I'm going to grab another grape... No, sorry, Cadbury purple. Again, if it's not the correct... If you prefer a different shade, let me know. And then you'd like a jump ring on that purple there. So taking away that chocolate. Oh, all of the rest on jump rings. Okie dokie. Just to show you, those ones there will be on the jump rings. Just confirm that you're happy with the purple and then that's all cool. Yes, perfect. Very happy. Perfect. Well, I'm just, if I pop them on here. So the invoice, that will get sent across for you tomorrow. It will go to the email address that's on the order form. I'll just write that down. So invoice for the on jump rings. Okay, Rachel, thank you for the donations with your shells there. Thank you, Rachel. I hope you're happy with everything and that's safe up there for you. Good. To the party. Good evening, Kirsty. Okay, so let me just pop this on there. Perfect. Right, and up next then today, can you read please when I can? I can right now. I can't see me, I don't know how to, so take what comes out if I can't swap hand. Oh, bless you. Well, tell you what, Mandy, when you place an order, a additional information pop-up box sort of comes up. It's like a box with any additional information you'd like to add in, comes up, and you can just type in there. So if you just pop the information in that box that you'd like the pearl changed to a different colour, then I can email you and let you know if it's possible. Or even if you let me know now the item name as it is on the website, I can let you know if you can swap the pearl on it right now, if that will help. Right, up next today is Lorna Wilson. Now I've just realised that Lorna, you have a certain type of oyster and I need to get that oyster bag, so I'm just going to pop you guys on the donated shell Bitty Bob while I just grab that bag. Sorry, my drink's gone cold, but I need to drink it. It's actually a lem sip. Because, like I said, I've got a mild cold, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to be... And because it's cold in here, which is why I think my nose is running, but lem sips won't hurt, will it? So I just need to drink this before it gets even colder. Bear with me 1 second, my lovely. It's because it's warm. Oh my gosh. It's gone past warm, actually. It's more tepid. That's one word that I really can't stand. Tepid. Because I think, because of the stage, I don't think necessarily it's the word. I think it's more what it stands for. The stage of the coldness. Lorna, 1 second, my lovely. Ugh. It is like moist. See, moist I don't think is too bad a word, but tepid, because of the meaning. Yeah, I'm weird, I know. Ugh. Deary me. Sorry. Right. So, Lorna, my lovely, we'll do your normal oyster opening first, if that's okay. And then you do have a 25 pearl oyster, so we'll do that afterwards, if that's okay, my lovely. I've got them here, though. I've actually got more to add to this bag from the... Oh, glad I saw that. I've got a pin in here. Could you imagine if I didn't see that? I could have... Why? That's dangerous. Let's pop that up there. Right, so normal oyster. What type of oyster would you like? Would you like the surprise bag or the mystery bag? Kite grown crystal pendant mirror. I'm so sorry to be a pain. So that one, Mandy, yes. You can have that one with or without a pearl on there. I think you can get to select to have with or without an oyster opening, with or out of a pearl. And if you'd like it ready-made with, I think you said yellow pearl, sunshine yellow. In the additional comments, just pop what pearl you'd like on there. And then you'd like it ready-made, and that'll get ready-made for you and sent out. So that's not a problem. Great mystery, keep the shells. Perfect. Lorna, is there certain colours that you're hoping for? Keeper, Talia. Right, let's get this open. So, let's go down. Mystery oyster, my lovely. Oh no, do you want me to wait a second, Lorna? Tell me when you've not frozen, my lovely. I don't want you to miss it. Just going to pop that down a second. Let me know when you're back. It all catches up. Okay, that's fine. Okay, perfect. So, mystery oyster. Softer pop with that one. I haven't seen, is there certain colours you're hoping for at all? Okay, so I'll clean that up in just a moment, but we can see that there's no pearls there. And if we have a squidge in here, oh, this one's got cold flesh on him. So we've got a darker pearl. Now all the oysters, they do keep them cold, but this one just seems colder than the last ones. And there's no more in that one. So you've got a dark silver pearl to start with here. Now I'm just going to take the flesh off as we go. Little bit of a pearl blister in this one. I'll show you that in a second. I'm feeling definitely better than I was, Tracy. Thank you. Oh, look here. Okay, so a little bit of a pearl blister on the inside there. So your first pearl out is a silver. Now, would you like to keep this one, or would you like to wait and see what comes out of your 25 pearl oyster or not? You don't have to decide obviously what goes on the jewellery, just with the pearl. I am going to take him out of the sand just so we've got room for the 25 pearl oyster. So I'll measure this one now. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He is a 6.5. So it's the inside here. So you can see where it's normally where the pearl or an irritant touches the side of the shell whilst it's growing, and then the oyster creates the blister to sort of protect itself, almost to sort of protect it and push it away. So it is the mother of pearl, so the nacre is formed that shape. So if we broke through that pearl blister, you'll break through and then you'll see the outer shell on the outside. So it's almost like a hollow blister there. Keep him, and you'll put that on a... Yep, no, that's absolutely fine. So you'll keep this one, but if you change your mind once we've opened the other oyster up, that's absolutely fine. It's just I'm going to take it out of the sand so we've got room. My son's hand, it's doing really well, Anne. He hasn't had to have physio or anything yet because the motion of it, like the skin, they was a little bit worried because of where it is, that it could all grow a bit tight, but he's keeping moving, so it's actually, and he's moisturising it, so it's, yeah, it's doing really well. Not a problem. Definitely, if you ask, and I know, Taylor, I'm very happy to share, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Right, Lorna, 25 pearl oyster. Let's dive in. Potential stinky, this one. Let me just pull one more out. Oh, I'm happier with this one. Are you happy with, so number 1, which is a potential stinky one, or number 2, which looks better to me, but because they're 25 pearl oysters, I would open it anyway, whether it's stinky or not. So would you like number 1 or number 2? Number 1 or number 2? It really is Anne. He's so brave. He's such a little trooper. He's just now got to keep remembering to put the special cream on to keep it moisturised. I'm forever chasing him down. Have you put the cream on? Did you put the cream on? Cream? So he's got to do it 3 times a day roughly. So yeah, forever chasing him down to get him to do it. One or 2? What do you... I keep leaning on the, on the other ones. What do you think? Oh, bless you, Katrina. Oh, bless her. Well, I hope she makes a fast recovery, and I hope you're okay as well. Bless you. So, Lorna. Would you like oyster number 1, which looks like a potential... And I'm only going to say he's a potential stinker just because he's got a little bit of air in him. Like, it's not as vacuum packed as this one is. Now, that does not have any impact on the pearls in any way, shape or form. It's literally... I should have just opened it. But now I've given you the option. Can you have number 2? So that's that one there. I'm just going to put this one back in the bag. So like I said, I will definitely open him. It's just, yeah. Right, so are we keeping the shells with this one as well? Sorry if you already said. But, oh, so I'm just opening him up. Let's go down. Yes, please. Okay. Are there certain colours you're hoping for? Your 25 pearl oyster. Oh, gorgeous, like double pop with that one. Oh, I think we're going to have a runaway. Okay, so I can see a few peepers there. I'm just going to pop it down to see if we can get this. Oh, so I always challenge to see if I can get the top off without any pearls running off. Ta-da! Okay, so I'm going to put that to the side, but I will bring it back to just give it a little clean up at the end. Oh, look at these. So, oh, already. Oh no, run away. Flesh is more on, so they're more on the left hand side of the flesh coming up and over here. So I'm just going to pop these ones out. Oh. And then sorry, I'm going to keep just grabbing the runaways. Okay, so let's have a squidge in here. Oh, all the ones which were just sort of, oh wow, look at that green. Out we come. Lots of colours in here. We're back, Kerry, we're back. I'm fine, thank you. I hope you're well as well. Okay, so there's actually no more in that one. Again, I'm just going to pop it to the side while I count these and I'll clean that up. So you've got 3 down the front hill already. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25. Whoop whoop. Oh, the flesh has come away beautifully. Okay. So there's your shell. Now what I'm going to do, Lorna, is I'm going to pop them in the sand and then we'll go through the colours as I pop them in the sand as well. Now, normally I measure the largest and the smallest. However, if you would like me to measure them all, I can definitely do so. Just let me know. Okay, so shall we go through the colours for you? We're going to start with the dark ones at the top, and then we're going to go lighter as we go. So first one is a darker gunmetal grey. And then we've got a silver. Slightly lighter silver. And actually actually that's got more. So this is a purple silver. I'm going to pop it at the top because I think it's a base silver, but hopefully next to the other ones you can see that that one does have a bit of a purple overtone. And then moving into another silver. So you've actually got a gunmetal grey and then 4 different silvers there. They are gorgeous as well. Okay, moving on to your next one. Now this is a darker TARDIS blue, almost moving towards the midnight blue shade. So quite a nice dark, deep tone there. It's a gorgeous dark, deep TARDIS blue. And then you've got a forest green, a sea green, a pastel apple green, and a cream which looks like he's got a slight green overtone. Moving on from him, we're going to go round into the pastel golds. So pastel gold, and then just slightly brighter gold there. You can actually see one's more slightly different tones. This one's more got more peach in him. This one's got slightly more gold in him. Moving through to the chocolate bronze. Now that one's the brighter chocolate bronze, and then we've got a slightly darker chocolate bronze as well. So if I pop them next to each other, you can see the difference, and the difference in size there as well. You've then got a gorgeous bright watermelon, a slightly pinkier, lighter watermelon, autumn peach, coral, blush, no, sorry, this one's the candy floss pink. Oh, let me get it focused again. So candy floss pink and blush pink. Thank you, Bab. Oh, and I've run out of room. Let me just move these because I'm making a colour spectrum here, so I'm I want the last row to go at the last row. Oh, I've left loads of room now. Look, I've squidged them all up together. Okay, so moving on to your last row. So we was on the pink. Let's move through to a white. So bridal white. Just off-white lavender. So again, it's just got that slight purple overtone. Moving into the darker lilac. You've got this colour. It's like a blush purple. If that's quite, I think that's more of a pink or purple, but I would say it's got like a blush pink purple tone to him. And then you've got that gorgeous Cadbury purple as well. Da-da! Look at those. Lorna, I know you said before that you'd like to keep them all and purple on the bracelet. Can you just confirm that again? Are you happy with all of them, and it's the darker, brighter purple on the bracelet that you would like? So I hope you're happy with all of those. Let me run through the largest and the smallest for you. Smallest, let's go pastel gold. Not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Pastel green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. I'm going to say they're your smallest. I think the purple will be a 6.5, not a 6, not a, yeah, he's a 6.5 as well. So your smallest is a 6.5. The largest is either going to be the chocolate bronze or the blue. So the chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And then that dark deep blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. Okay. Oh, let me just show you them one more time. Look at those. Love them all. Gorgeous rainbow. Definitely happy with all of them. And it's the purple on the bracelet. Right, let me bring you back up. And then you have got your silver from before as well. So purple on there. Okay. Lorna, I hope the wait was worth it in a way. I'm ever so sorry for everybody who has obviously ordered and has been waiting for me to come back on the live. It's just there's nothing else I can do but apologise. So thank you all, and all watchers and everything. Thank you for coming back and for joining us again, because I do. Yeah, I am truly sorry, but I do hope in a way, like I said, the wait was worth it possibly, because it is gorgeous colours there. Oh, bless you, Lorna. Right, I'm just wrapping up your shells as well. Okay. Okay, perfect. So, your shells are wrapped up and that's up there for you. So I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. Oh, it's just, I always, the thing is, Kerry, I've got a really, really bad immune system. And I've got an autoimmune disease as well. So it's just, when I get poorly, like I get poorly. So it's just annoying that I'll get poorly and then it just takes me a little while to recover. So if I ever have to have time off, I just don't like it. So yeah. Oh, do I? Oh, I'm fine. I'm getting better now, Janine. Oh gosh. Maybe I did my makeup really bad today. No, I do have a slight cold today, to be honest. But that's just my body recovering, and that's normal. Right. Up next then today is Nicola Dyson. Nicola, are you here? Now, you was definitely here because I remember you was the first person to comment today. So are you still here? Oh, bless you, Kerry. It is pants, I would agree with you. Nicola, hello. Right, Nicola, you have got 3 oyster openings, and then you've got your stick pick sparkle dip as well. So should we do your oyster openings first and then the dips afterwards, if that's okay? If so, what 3 oysters would you like? So we've got the surprise oysters and the mystery oysters today. And I think we'll have that sort of option choice possibly throughout the Christmas season, just because then if I've just got the 2 bags up here, possibly other oysters if they can come in time. But then I can obviously fit everything else that we're going to have going on here as well. Thank you, Lauren. Surprise, donate the shell. Okie dokie. 1, 2 and 3. Again, I'm going to open these one at a time. I hope that's okay. So let's go down. And is there certain colours you're hoping for, Nicola? Just pop the other 2 over here. So, oyster number 1. There's one side. And the other side. And in here you have got a darker silver. Let me just dry him up for you. So dark silver to start with. Hoping for possibly a midnight blue. Okay. Moving on to oyster number 2. There's one side and the other side. Oh, and we've got a runaway already. Let me just pop that forward. And in here, there's no more in that one. So we've got another darker pearl. It's definitely a darker pearl night tonight. I've had a few brighter ones, but not many. Oh, now you've got a mottled silver. Almost goes into like a blue tone, but I'm definitely going to say it's a mottled silver base. Can you see that around the edges of the lighter section? Almost looks silvery blue. So two-tonal silver there with a lighter and a darker area. So you can already see it almost looks like a bit of a moon there, doesn't it? You've got half light and half dark. And then moving on to your last oyster. So again, the surprise oyster. There's one side and the other side. And in here you are twinning. That looks really bright, doesn't it? But twinning bridal white pearls. It's so bright down there. Wow. Okay, so there's no more there. So if I just shade that possibly, can we see that there? Let me adjust my lighting. See if that helps. I think it's the camera angle this evening, to be honest. Let me dry these up once I pop them in the sand. It is like a moon pearl. Now these bridal white twins, we've definitely got different sizes. So the one under the moon pearl is the larger size, and then you've got the smaller on the opposite side there. So a silver, a two-tonal light and dark silver, and twinning bridal whites. What do you think to these, Nicola? If you're happy, which ones would you like where? And if you're not happy, we can of course swap them for you. The darker silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Two-tonal moon pearl is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Smaller bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And the larger bridal white is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. So they're definitely measuring different sizes. You'd like to have the two-tone silver on the bracelet. Okay. It is the earrings, yes. Swap the 2 whites for grape purples for the earrings. Oh, they're just different sizes there. I want that colour, so let me just see if I can. Sorry, I've got it in my head now that I want that colour. Okay, so we might have to go for a different shade. Let me check one. Let me check one more purple pop. So you've got the two. You've said you'd want the two-tonal silver on the bracelet. So the moon silver one on the bracelet. Is that right? So let's just go for this shade instead. There we go. No, we can send them home, that's not a problem, especially if it's a cage pendant or anything like that, because then obviously you can pop the pearl in yourself at home. But if there's any questions at all about what items of jewellery for the pearls to go onto the jewellery, they'd have to be here for me to obviously drill and set the pearls on. But we do have items where you don't have to have the pearl on there, and then you can have the pearl loose so you can open it at home. So if you've got any questions, definitely pop them over in an email and I can get back to you. We actually have an open at home section on the website as well, which is like a pre-packed, especially at the moment with Christmas coming up. We've got lots of festive pre-open at home packs ready made up. So I've taken away the two-tonal silver because you've said that was on the bracelet. Obviously if you'd like to swap it, then that's not a problem. And then those purples on the earrings. Can you just confirm if you're happy with those as well for me, Nicola? Is the next item penguin or moon pendant? So the next item, I've got your 2 sparkle dips, stick or pick sparkle dips. So I've just got the bracelet and the earrings, and then 2 stick or pick sparkle dips. Oh, I'm just going to have to grab some staples. I'm just double checking that I don't have any in there. No, okay, so, oh no, don't drop that. I'm just going to grab some staples. They're just behind me, but I'm just going to pop you on the donated shell page. I don't like moving around. Staples. dokie. Swap the dark silver for a lilac, of course. Let's go back down so you can see. Where are we? I always lose the lilac pot for some reason. I don't think it's called lilac. I think it got mixed up. Is this it? Okay, have a look at this one here for me. Would you be happy with that one? Yes? Okay. So if I bring you back up, you've got your 2 stick pick or sparkle dips. What we're going to do is we're going to grab both of the envelopes for you. I'm losing my mind, I didn't pop the staples in the stapler. And then we'll go through each one by one. Okay? So let's go down to pick. No, let's go down. There we go. So inside your Santa basket. 1, 2. So, number 1, good luck, Nicola. I'm actually just gonna, there we go, open number 1. So in here we've got a golden crystal charm. So this is the kite or the diamond gold crystal charm. Now this one has not been on the website before. And as you can see, it's the golden shadow colour. So that means, depending on where the light hits it, you've got the lighter and the darker golden crystal. Now we've actually paired that with a pastel gold as well. Let me hold this so the pearl would drop down where it would be next to the charm. What do you think for this one? Would you like to stick, which means you stick and keep this pearl colour? Or would you like to pick, which means that this pearl would have to come off the charm and you pick which pearl colour from the 4 selected would go on instead? I do ship to the US. Yep, I ship internationally, my lovely. Bless you, Mandy. Well, you'll get a confirmation email booking you in for Friday, okay? What do you think, Nicola? Would you like to stick and keep this pearl colour with the charm? Or would you like to pick and go for a different pearl colour? And just keep moving it. Again, it's just so when the crystal hits the light in different ways, you can see that golden shadow colour coming through. Not a problem, my lovely. Now, if anybody does see Nicola's comment, please comment on that comment for me because it will bring it forward so I can see. Nicola, possibly comment on your own comment as well because again, that will bring it forward. I've just brought you down for a second just so I can have a sip of my tea. I'll hold it up against the glove though, although with the glove being darker, it may make the golden shadow colour just slightly darker because you can see the gold, the black glove sort of reflecting there. Stick with that one. Okay, perfect. Sorry, I didn't see that comment, Nicola, my lovely. So stick with that one. I'll pop that to the side. So moving on to your second stick, pick or sparkle. No, stick or pick, sparkle dip. So in here, we have got, so this is the crystal rectangle charm. Now this charm is on the website in various different colours. The one we've got here is a clear crystal. So the charm itself, clear crystal rectangle. So if I put it against the glove there, you can definitely see that gorgeous rectangle. It does sort of bow out in the centre on either side there to give it more of a definition and shape. And you can see the facets in the crystal as well, even though it is a clear crystal. Now I've actually paired this with this gorgeous, I'm going to hold it up closer, deep dark purple pearl. So it's almost like a, what's the word? Like a mystical purple. Do you know what I mean? One of those, when you think like Merlin's hat kind of blue purple, this is that purple, that gorgeous dark deep purple. Okay, so like I said, paired with a clear crystal rectangle charm. Now again, you get to pick whether you would like to stick or whether you'd like to pick, so change the pearl colour on the crystal here. Let me again get this focus for you. There we go. What do you think? Again, if anybody does see Nicola's comment, please comment on that comment for me. It will bring it forward so I can see. Stick again with that one. Perfect. So let me bring you back up. So Nicola, sticking with both of them. Let me pop this on here, and then I am going to make a note as well that we're sticking. So I don't want to get confused. So stick times 2. Perfect. Nicola, I hope you're happy with that, and of course with everything there. So to confirm, we've stuck with both sparkle dips. You've got the two-tonal moon pearl silver on the bracelet. You've got the 2 great purples on the earrings, and you've got your loose lilac purple as well. Thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells, Nicola. I've popped that up there, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. You're very, very welcome. Right, up next then today is Dawn Barbner. Dawn, are you here? My Christmas goes up this weekend, which means all my Christmas, I've got a few Christmas mugs, but all my Christmas mugs come down. So I'm very, very excited to do the swap over from normal to Christmas. I just love it. Like, I purposely think I drink more in each day, so and I'm really bad. I get a different mug every time I have a drink. Like, I'm really, really bad for it. I know I need to not do that, but I do, especially when it's Christmas, so I can have a different mug. Because it does, in a strange way, it makes me feel better. Because if you have a certain mug in the morning, and like it makes you, it sets up your day, doesn't it? It's one of those. Yeah. Am I sorted for Christmas? Luckily, because obviously we've had a bad month in my household with Aaron's crash, Quinn's hand, and then the sickness bug, and then my sickness extended. So we've had a bad month. So luckily for for my household, so Aaron and the kids, that was done in October. Oh, for everyone else, like families wise, outside of the household, no. Not done. And the house, I wanted the house to be Christmasified by now, and it hasn't been. So that needs to be done this weekend. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So yeah, I'm half sorted, I would say. Half sorted. I'm more sorted this time than I was this time last year. So if I think about it like that, it makes me feel a bit better. Oh, bless you, Jacqueline. I do understand. What do my children want for Christmas? So my son wants Stitch everything. So Lilo and Stitch. He wants Stitch everything. And my daughter is into slime and making clothes, like decorating clothes and stuff. And I've got the couple of books that she wants. So yeah, it's quite a nice list. Request list, shall we say. They haven't actually wrote their letters to Santa yet though, so that's cracking on. I keep telling them they need to actually write it down. So I'm currently looking for Dawn Barbara. Now I'm just going to go back up in case I've missed her. If anyone sees Dawn, please comment on her comment because it will bring it forward so I can see. And then if she's not here, that's absolutely fine. We can move on and add her back in if she comes on. So we'll just see. Thank you, Kathy. He is okay. When it was really bad, like rain, a month ago now, roughly, he ended up rolling his car, but he's fine. The car's a write-off, but he's fine. It's not working, Anne. Oh no. Your daughter wants a horse. Well, to be honest, my daughter first asked for an iPhone 14 and I just laughed. I don't even have an iPhone 14 and I don't think I will for a very, very long time. As in when it's like so many years. So yeah, she quickly took that back. But a horse, brilliant. Dawn, you are here. Oh, bless you, Dawn. I'm sorry. With everyone commenting on your comment there, it's brought it forward. I didn't see it before that. Sorry, my lovely, but hello. Dawn, you have got a stick, pick or sparkle dip. No, stick or pick, sparkle dip. I keep putting the or in the wrong section. So let's grab the basket. I think actually I'm going to pick, I keep going down. I think if we pick the envelope up here, and then we can go down to open him. So good luck, Dawn. Oh, I love that, Dana. Oh, I really love that. Right, Dawn. Let's open in here. Okay, so you've got our traditional crystal heart charm. Now this, let me try that again. This traditional heart charm is on the website and you've got it in cyan, which is this gorgeous red colour. And it's paired with the most perfect, gorgeous, bright red pearl as well. Oh, no, the glove there makes it really... Let me just... There we go. Get that focused for you. So, red heart with the gorgeous, bright red pearl. What do you think to this one? Now, again, if you're happy with this one, you can stick, or if you're not happy, you can pick and choose a different pearl to go with the heart. Sorry, again, I'm just moving it because with the different lighting, you can see the different shades that come with the crystal. So would you like to stick or would you like to pick Dawn? Now again, if anybody sees Dawn, just comment on that comment for me, just to bring it forward, just so I don't miss it, in case Facebook's hiding things again. Catherine, I've just seen your comment, Catherine Watkinson. If you can email me to info@pearlswithbrecken.com, that email address is on the page and on our website as well. Email me with your 5-digit order number and then I can get back to you with an update, if that's okay, my lovely. Dawn, what do you think? Not a problem, Catherine. Sorry, your comment was, again, it got commented on. I think half my comments are getting hidden today. Oh, it's like normal, actually. They always get hidden, don't they? Sorry, again, just having a sip of tea. Just look how oh, I just love it. Oh, Sylvia, thank you for commenting on that. Let me just have a look. Stick, please. It's beautiful. Can you have it on small lobster clasp? Of course you can. I've got that note here already for the small lobster clasp, but that's absolutely fine. But it's always good to also remind me on the live in case I haven't made the note. But I have got the note here already. So yeah, that's not a problem at all. So I'm glad you're happy with him. Let me pop that on there. And I am just going to write down stick as well. Just so then as I make the order up, we know that that's definitely that. So Dawn, I hope you'll be happy with everything then once it arrives. That's safe up there for you. Perfect. You're very, very welcome, Dawn. How comes I saw that one? It's crazy. But no, you're very, very welcome. Right, up next then today is Katie Lillycrop. Katie, are you here? I've actually got an itchy nose right on the end of my... Here we go. Sorry, right on the end of my nose. There we go. such a strange... There we go. Place to have an itch. Katie, hello, hello, hello. Now, Katie, I hope you got my email or emails today. I remember I emailed you back today, my lovely, so I hope you've got those. So for today or tonight, you've got one opening. So which type of oyster would you like? You've got the surprise oysters or the mystery oysters. Which one would you like? How's the doggies? They're doing really well. They're doing really, really well. They were meant to be groomed in the week, but because obviously Aaron still haven't had to work, and because I was really dizzy, I was not driving. I couldn't drive. I could barely walk. I can't drive, so I had to cancel their groomers. So now they're like really like in desperate need of a groom. If I do it, they're going to be. I cut them all too short when I do it. I just can't groom them, so I don't want to do that because then they'll be freezing for winter. And everywhere's booked up now, so it's a nightmare to get them both in, or even just Kovu in, because he's worse than Rafiki. Rafiki's coat is still a puppy coat, so it's thinner. Kovu just needs it. So yeah, they're doing really well, apart from the nightmare of finding a groomer this close to Christmas. Oh, Catherine, Katie, sorry. Got the emails, perfect. Can we have a surprise one and donate the shells? You can indeed. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for at all? So, you have a mobile dog groomer. Oh, where are you? I don't think they'll come that far to me. I don't think I know of a mobile groomer around near me. If I did though, I'd ring anyone at this point, to be honest. It's yeah, because if I do it, bless them, they're just so short. Right, Katie, my lovely, surprise oyster, donate the shells. Is there a certain colour you're hoping for? There's one side. And the other side. And in here, you're twinning. And you're twinning with gorgeous, brighter pink pearls. And there's no more in that one. So visually it does... Oh, we're not donating, are we? No, I went to go clean them then. So visually it does look like you've got one which is larger than the other. And they're also slightly different colours as well. So this one on this side, which is the visually smaller, is slightly two-tonal. As you can see, that lighter and brighter pink there. And then you've got the brighter, visually larger pink. What do you think to these, Katie? Now, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. And if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. The visually smaller two-tonal one is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the visually brighter, larger one is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Oh, what do you think? My top is actually from, I tried a new company out. I think it's an American company. Bloom Chick. Have you? I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a plus-sized clothing company, and I got a couple of items, and yeah, the fit is really, really good. The quality is actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. It's really, yeah, the quality's good, and yeah, it's just a really, I love it. So Bloom Chick. Swap one for a Smurf blue. Oh, I don't have any Smurf Blues available. Now, if you don't mind waiting, I can pop you on a wait list, but they are so rare that the wait list for them like can be a lengthy one. I'm just having a, where's my blues? Just having a look to see what I've got closest to it. I mean, this one's got a, I'd say it's more blurple actually. Why is that in there? Closest to it is that one, but that's more, I'd say, possibly a two-tonal Pepsi and TARDIS blue. Let me show you. So it does have that lighter, but I'd say it's more of a Pepsi, and then it goes into a slightly darker TARDIS blue. But I'd say that's one of possibly the closest we've got to it. Oh, bless you, Catherine. Yeah, sorry. With the Smurf Blues, it's just they are such a rare colour to come out, and people then rarely want to swap them out if they get them. But what do you think to this one? So he is two-tonal. He does have brighter and darker areas. Yes, of course. Do you have a preference to which one you'd like to swap out? So you've got the two-tonal smaller, or you've got the larger, brighter. I'm just going to scroll up in case you said. No. Okay, so yeah, do you have a preference which one to swap out? So swap the larger, brighter, or the smaller two-tonal. The invoice for the additional fitting, that will get sent across for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form, if that's okay. Keep the two-tonal one, that's perfect. So yeah, I can pop both of them on the jewellery, and the invoice will be sent over tomorrow. Let me pop this on here for you. Thank you, Katie, for the donations with your shells as well, my lovely. That's safe up there for you, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And I've got the notes down on the other bits as well for you. No, you're very, very welcome. And up next today is Wendy Pierce. Wendy, are you here? I'll see if I can get the link, Debbie. It was Bloom Chick. Yeah, it's in dollars, so I assume it's an American company. But I just thought I love some of the styles, so I was like, oh, I'll just risk it, because I don't normally shop elsewhere. But yeah, so let me pop the link in. That's a very long link. So it's, let me type the word as well. So it's BLOOM C. Oh, Bloom Chic, Bloom Chick, Chic. I don't know. There you go. Oh, thank you, Ira. Wendy, hello, hello, hello. Okay, so Wendy, you have got 5 oyster. No, you haven't. You've got we've got your cut, sorry, 8 oyster openings altogether. I did make the notes. So 8 openings. What 8 oysters would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? So again, we've got the surprise oysters or the mystery oysters. Bless you, Lauren. Sounds like quite an ordeal. I've got toy poodles, and I just like them to have the teddy bear look, if you like. Not necessarily the poodle look. I mean, I wouldn't mind, but yeah, they just like to be fluffy. 4 surprise, 4 mystery, so half and half, and donate the shells. Okay, Wendy, is there certain colours you're hoping for? So that's 4 of those, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thank you, Penny. It's very comfortable. Right, again, I'm going to be opening these one at a time, Wendy. I hope that's okay. So if we go down, I'm just popping them to the side here. So we'll start with the surprise oysters. And you're hoping for yellows and purples. Okay, so surprise oyster number 1. There's one side. And the other side. And your first oyster's got a little bit of colour in the shell there. So you've got a little bit of purple splash in the shell. Pearl itself is a darker purple. Now again, this one is slightly two-tonal. Let me get my pearl picker. So he's a darker purple, but does have this almost silvery overtone to him. Can we see silvery purple? It's actually looking more, so as it hits, sometimes as pearls are oxidized, so as they hit the air, they do go slightly lighter. Okay, so two-tonal silvery purple. Moving on to your next oyster. There's one side. And the other side. And in here you've got a second purple. Again, I'm going to say this is more of a darker grape purple here. And then the third surprise oyster. Let me just turn that over. There we go. So your third surprise oyster. There's one side. And the other side. And we've got, oh, sorry, a watermelon pearl. So this is not one of the bright, deep watermelons. It's the slightly lighter watermelons. It's got that slightly pinky tone to him as well here. So just giving him a dry up, and if I hold him up so you can see. So there's your watermelon, which actually goes beautifully alongside the purples there. Oh, run away. And then last of the surprise oysters. There's one side and the other side. And a darker runaway there, so there's no more there. And again, let me just dry these up for you. So from the first 4 oysters, we've got 2 purples, a watermelon, and a silvery green. I'm going to say it's a base silver with lighter and darker silver areas, but then he's got this green overtone to him. So you can see light and dark silver, but it's almost like that olivey green tone. Thank you, Sarah. Okay, so from the first 4 oysters there, let me just move them out of the way so we've got more room for the mystery oysters. So moving on to mystery oysters, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open these 4 up and pop them down the front to get these ones open. Okay, so mystery oyster number 1. Double pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And if we have a squidge in here for you, Wendy. Oh, run away backwards. Where's he gone? So that's a darker pearl there. It's just popped under there. I'll grab it in a moment. Just going to have a squidge, see if there's any more. Again, there's lots of flesh in there. Okay, so there's no more in that one. So your first pearl out is a dark silver. I'm just going to pop him straight in the sun because I think there we go. Okay, so dark silver to start with. Moving on to oyster number 2. And we've got a double pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And in here, you've got a gold pearl. There's no more in that one. Gold and silver from the mystery oysters to start with. Moving on to your third oyster, we've got a softer pop again. Oh, and a runaway there. Runaway towards this side. So there's your mother of pearl. So we've got 1, and I can see 2, 3, 4, 5. You are quinting. First quinting pearl of the evening, I'm going to say, actually. There's no more in that one. So let me drive these up, and they're actually all quite larger pearls as well. Oh my gosh. I think these ones are the largest ones in the sun so far. Let me move your 2 gold and silvers over here. So we've got a chocolate, a rose gold, a blurple, gunmetal grey, and an apple green. Chocolate, rose gold, blurple, gunmetal grey, and an apple green. And then your last oyster, which again is your mystery oyster, you've got a lighter pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. So if we have a squidge in here, Wendy. Oh, we have a gold for a second time. and there's no more in that one. Okie dokie. So if we go through the single pearls to start with, you've got your two-tonal purple, grape purple, watermelon and two-tonal silver olive green. You've got your second row silver and then two golds. And then your quinting oyster, you've got your chocolate, rose gold, blurple, gunmetal grey and apple green. I'm actually going to pop the quinting pearls down the front because then I can show them all on the camera at the same time. Now, Wendy, if you're happy with these colours, as you know, that's perfect. I'll just need to know which ones you'd like where. If you're not happy, we can, of course, swap them for you. Okay, so there they are there. I'm going to start measuring them. And if you prefer to take a screenshot and email me your colour choices over instead, then, of course, that's absolutely fine as well. Oh. So, two-tonal purple. Let's start with a runaway. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. The grape purple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Watermelon's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And silver olive is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. Moving on to your silver from the mystery oysters, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. He's a 6.5. And gold number 1 is not a, oh, so sorry, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. Gold number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And then your quinting oyster, the chocolate, is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Rose gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's not an 8.5. Oh, no, he is an 8.5. Let me do that again. Is he an 8.5? What just happened? Did he go through? I don't understand. Oh, that's an 8. That's an 8. Okay, he's an 8.5. Oh my gosh. Okay, so he is an 8.5. Blurple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. Now, that one is definitely not an 8.5. So you have a 9 and you are in the 9 club with the gunmetal grey. And then the apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is an 8.5. So I'm just going to put you on the donated screen shell just because I need to grab you your badge, Wendy. Now, if you choose to keep that 9 darker gunmetal grey, you get to actually have a 9 club badge alongside that pearl. Now, that's if you keep it. It doesn't have to go on the jewellery if you don't want to, but if you choose to swap it, which you absolutely can do, you don't get the badge. So this is the 9 club badge, okay? But like I said, you don't have to keep him, you can swap him. Sorry, Jacqueline, it's been, I don't know, it's been a strange old week, hasn't it? Whoop whoop. But we did get a 9 in the end. Oh, it's like I teased you with it first. But Wendy, what do you think? What would you like to do? Yep, Nicola, that's not a problem. I'll make a note of that in a moment for you. Hooray! Can we swap the silver for Cadbury purple and the light gold for a yellow? So silver and light gold, actually I'll pop them at the end just to confirm, for Cadbury purple and a yellow. So let me grab those for you. And then if you're happy with these, which colours would you like where? So Cadbury purple and yellow, so I've taken out that gold and silver, and there's the purple and yellow. Okay, let me bring you back up here. Purple on the ring. Yellow on the grasshopper. Okay. Perfect. And then I'm going to pop your loose pearls in here for you as well. And of course your 9 Club badge. Let me bag that up as well for you. Wendy, I hope you're happy with everything then, my lovely. That's on there. And of course, thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. Okay, perfect. And that means up next today, Wendy, you're very welcome. Up next today is Pat Fraser. Pat, are you here? Now, Pat, if you are here, possibly type I'm invisible. Again, that will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And as always, if anyone sees Pat, please comment on her comment for me. So currently looking for Pat Fraser. Right, we'll give it another minute or so. Because again, I just hate moving on too quickly, especially with Facebook hiding comments, because I don't want sort of someone being saying I'm here, and then to miss their turn. So I do like to give it a little moment just to double check. Okay, last call for Pat, and then if not, we'll move on. Then, of course, if she does come on, we can add her in, but it will be to the end of the order list. I am, thank you, Wendy. Definitely getting there. I did put a cap on the order list tonight because I didn't, obviously I've been going to bed at like 8, 9 o'clock, so I just didn't know how I was going to be staying up later, and I feel okay, but we are still going to keep the cap on wherever it is in a couple of people's time, and then open order list for Friday. So if anybody would like to order, you'll be booking in for this Friday, which is quite cool. But I do feel okay, so so that's a good thing. Pat, you are here. Perfect. Good job I waited. Again, it's not you, it's a Facebook thing. So Pat, you've got one oyster opening and one stick or pick sparkle dip. So we'll do your oyster opening first, if that's okay. So you have got the surprise oyster or the mystery oyster. Which one would you like? Oh, bless you, Wendy. Honestly, I wouldn't be like, Aaron wouldn't let me come to work if I wasn't able to. So yeah, I'm okay. So Pat, surprise or mystery oyster, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Let me just mark that you are here. Perfect. We have had the 25 pearl oyster already, yes. That happened a little earlier on in the live. Once the excuse me, once the live's been posted, you'll be able to scroll back and view it if you'd like to. Pat, so mystery and donate the shells. So mystery oyster, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for at all? So let's go down, and in here, mystery oyster. You've got a lighter pop there. Now there's a little bit of flesh on that side, but we can definitely see that there's no pearls there. I can, however, see you've got a runaway watermelon pearl. Let me have a squidge in here for you as well. Okay, so there's no more in that one. So we've got a watermelon here. Now, I'm going to hold him up so you can have a closer look. And I'll need to see if you're happy with this one, that's perfect. If you're not happy, we can, of course, swap them for you. What do you think? Let me run him through the board. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he is a 7. That's perfect, perfect. So I'll pop him on the jewellery for you. So we're going to have the watermelon on there. And then you've also got a stick or pick sparkle dip. So if we grab you an envelope and have a look what's in here. So good luck, my lovely. Again, just dive in and pull one out. And let's go down to get him open. So in here, you have got the sea star. What is it? Starfish. There we go. Starfish Crystal Charm. Now this crystal charm, I'm actually going to hold it up by the pearl just to let you see the charm to start with, is in the mirror colouring. So that means depending on where the lighting hits it, it's going to shine blue, purple or yellow. So if I just move this star around, oh look, so with the glove behind it, instant yellow, but with this, purple or blue. So it just depends on where the crystal hits the light and what other colours are involved, but it's always going to be sparkling away. Now what I've done is I've paired this one with a gorgeous bright dark TARDIS blue pearl. Okay, so your choice, oh let me just get this focused, there we go. Your choice is going to be, oh it's got the mirror back to this one. If you'd like to stick with this one and keep the pearl with the charm, or if you'd like to pick, so then you change the pearl that's on the charm, and obviously you don't know what pearl colour you're going to be changing to, it'll be one of the 4 from the random basket. So stick and keep this one, or pick and go for a different one. Different pearl, sorry. Stick with that one, Patsy. Perfect. Let me bring you up. So I'm glad you're happy with him. I hope you're happy with the charm itself as well. Okay, so that's in there, and then pop this in here. So Patsy, thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives there, and that's safe up there for you. Okay, and up next then today is Talia Kelly. Talia Kelly, are you here? Very happy, perfect, Patsy. Now Talia was here earlier. Oh, excuse me, that was a big yawn. I jinxed myself. Although that was the first yawn of the evening, so that's actually quite good. I didn't yawn when we first started. Talia, hello. Now you've got 2 oyster openings, my lovely. What 2 oysters would you like? So again, surprise oyster or mystery oyster are our options today. Oh, bless you, Lauren. Take care, my lovely. I hope you have a good night's sleep. Just marking that you're here, my lovely. There we go. So 2 oysters. Would you like mystery or surprise oysters? Both mystery. You've sent a loyalty card in. Oh, I don't have a note yet. Let me have a look at my emails. Oh, I think I found you. So your loyalty card, did you want that open tonight or did you want it what's said in the email, my lovely? Yep, that's not a problem. Okay, so for now, was it mystery? Yes, both mystery. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells, my lovely? So 1 and 2. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours you're hoping for? Okay, so let's go down for your 2 mystery oysters. So mystery oyster number 1. Quite a nice louder pop there. I know, but I ask anyway. Thank you, Suzanne. And thank you for joining us again. Right, there's your mother of pearl, and I'll clean that up in a moment. Now, in here, I can see a little sneaky pearl, and he is a watermelon as well. We've had a few watermelons and a few darker pearls today, haven't we? So there's no more in that one. Now, as you know, oh, Mr. Watermelon, stay out of the way. As you know, I clean the shells as we go. Okay, now where did he roll off to? Is he still? There he is. Okay, so first pearl out is a watermelon. Quite a nice size there as well. And then moving on to your second oyster, which again is your mystery oyster. Sharp pop there. And again, a little bit of flesh on that side, but there's no pearls there. And I can see a little peeper down the bottom. Now that looks like a coral, and you're twinning coral pearls there. And there's no more in that one. Okay, Talia, what do you think to these? So you've got a single watermelon and twinning corals. Let me dry this up. They're quite nice, brighter, bolder corals. Visually, they look possibly slightly different sizes, but I think they'd actually measure the same size. It may be because, as you can see, one is just slightly brighter than the other. What do you think? Now, if I run these through the board for you, the watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Now with the corals, the slightly lighter of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the slightly brighter of the two is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Can you have the twins on the earrings, swap the watermelon for a lavender? You can. Let me double check we've got one. Would you be happy with this one here? So I'm just going to bring you back up, but if that's not the correct shade, then that's not a problem, I can change it. Just wrapping up your shells for you. Okay, and if I write down that we're going to have the corals on there, so that's a definite yes. Absolutely. Could you invoice you for a hoop fitting for the lavender as well? Of course I can. There we go, so pop that in here, then I'll pop that down. Your invoice, that will get sent across for you tomorrow. It will go to the email address that's on the order form. Hoop fitting on the lavender. Okay. I've got that down for you then, my lovely. I've wrapped up your shells as well. So I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, and that's safe up there for you. Okay, and up next then is Kathy Rex. Kathy, are you here? Now, Kathy, I think I've seen you recently, so hopefully, fingers crossed, you're still here. Kathy, hello. So, Kathy, you've got 3 oysters altogether. Oh, bless you, Alice. Thank you. You can, Talia. Let me write that down. Kathy, so mystery oysters, 3 oysters altogether. Donate the shells. You're hoping for silvery blues or a bright silver. Okay. So let me get these 3 open for you. There's 1, 2, 3. So silvery blues or bright silver. Let's go down. So Kathy, oyster number 1. Quite a nice sharp pop there. So there's your mother of pearl. And in here we've got a darker pearl to start with. Now again, there's a lot of flesh in this one, so I'm just going to have a, oh yeah, there we go, good squidge around. And there's no more in that one. So your first one, you are twinning, and you're twinning with chocolate purple twins. Now, as you can see here, one chocolate does have slightly more purple overtone to him, but definitely base chocolate purple twins there. Moving on to oyster number 2, you've got a lighter pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see straight away you are twinning with your second oyster as well. There's no more in that one. So twinning with darker gunmetal greys from your second oyster. And then moving on to your last one. So again, mystery oyster here. You've got quite a nice louder pop there. Oh, and a runaway. So there is a little bit of flesh on this side. Okay, so there's no pearls there. We've got a darker runaway, but I am again going to have a bit of a squidge because there's a lot of flesh. Okay, there's no more in that one. So this one here is a chocolate pearl. So twinning chocolate purples, gunmetal grey, and then it's almost like a chocolate silver pearl there. What do you think to these, Kathy? Now, if you're happy with these, I'll just need to know which ones you'd like to go where. If you're not happy, I can swap them for you. Let me run them through the board. Chocolate purple twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Chocolate purple number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5, so they are measuring different sizes there. The gunmetal number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Gunmetal number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5, so they're measuring the same size. And then at the bottom, the chocolate silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7. What do you think? Swap the chocolate pearls for lavenders. Okay, so we're swapping all of these. Right, let me just get the swaps first and then I can have a look. So swap the chocolate pearls for 2 lavender pearls. Oh, these two are different sizes. Let me see if I've got one to match. Sorry, I've just got more swap pot purples to grab out. Oh no, these two are good. Okay, so 2 lavenders. Where's that pop gone? Why is it? That's the one part I always lose, no matter what. Bright silver. bright silver and 2 dark blues. Again, blues, I don't know why, but blue is one of those colours that I'm running low on. Ah, there we go. I mean, let me know if those are dark enough, those blues. Okay, so let me show you here. So just confirm the colours first, and then if so, I will write everything down for you. So the lavenders and silver are very similar in tones. Now obviously the lavenders, the lilac purples, they do have that purple in them, and then that is just a light bright, let me put it closer so you can see. It is like a dove grey silver, and it just means if those blues are dark enough for you as well. I'm just going to bring you up to start writing this down, but if they're not the correct colours, we can go back down again. Swap the chocolate pearls for lavender. Invoice for dotted earrings. So invoice for dotted earrings with the lavenders. And what about on the jewellery? Is that no pearls on the jewellery? Or is it the silver on the charm? I'm glad the colours were okay though. So blues and purples are good, so they can go on there. What do we say about the silvery dove grey? Silver and charm. No, that's what I thought, and you're very, very welcome. Oh, it looks like I've put a W instead of an L and a V, but I know what I mean. Right. Okay, so Kathy, the invoice that will get sent across for you tomorrow. It will go to the email address that's in your order form. I know that the dotted earrings are definitely in stock because I've recently just restocked those, so I will do that tomorrow for you. Thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And I've just popped that safely up there for you. And that actually brings us to the end of our order list for today, as we did put a stopper on tonight's order list. Thank you all so much for coming and joining us again. Sorry again that I obviously had a little bit of time off there. Worst time of year to fall poorly as well. It's my favourite time of year. But I did get the blues on hoops. Yes, thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Michelle. But we're going to be live again on Friday evening. So if you'd like to order for Friday, I will see you then. Take care and have a good week. Bye.